Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America, and in this video, we're going to show you how much $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, or funeral funds insurance for a 60-year-old male costs. Now, keep in mind, you go to our website, and you can access this quote pretty much on any page on our website, and you can go whatever state you're in and whatever coverage amount. But again, on this video, we're going to be talking about $20,000. Also, in the comment section of this video, we're going to have a special link for our YouTube visitors. It's going to be funeralfunds.com/YouTube. We'll have a special quote there where you can access discounts. And then also we're going to have other videos in there for 60-year-old male for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and $25,000. So first thing you need to ask yourself is $20,000 even appropriate for a 60-year-old male? And, if you're getting cremated, that is more than enough insurance. In fact, you are over-insured perhaps. And a lot of times people would say, well, I just want to leave some extra money for my family. Well, you can do that. Just consider that you're paying more than you have to. And we would rather get people in with a lower premium. And that way, if they have some financial difficulties or struggles later in life, they don't have to give up the insurance. And also, keep in mind, you can always add more insurance later. So if things are a little tight, you can start smaller than $20,000. Now, for a cremation, we would typically recommend somewhere between, maybe $5,000 to $10,000, depending on what your needs are. And for a burial, the average cost of a burial right now is around $10,000 throughout the United States. It's not going to be anything fancy, nothing fancy. But if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, they will get the job done. Again, it will be very simple. Perhaps some would describe as meager, but I can't imagine they would let that check walk down the street to another competitor. Now, $20,000 for a burial, you are definitely in pretty darn good shape because not only do you have enough there to allow for inflation as prices increase over time, but if you did have some extra medical bills that needed paid off or something like that, you'd have a little extra coverage there. But again, by and large, we discourage people from getting insurance to leave money just behind just because they want to leave money for family. This insurance, you probably should have got a different type of insurance when you're younger to kind of take care of that. So again, most people are on a fixed or limited income, so we've got to watch the dollars and pennies. So anyway, we can help you out, and you can look at any coverage amount you want right here. Now, one thing that's really important is that you get first day coverage or benefits. And we offer that with low-cost same-day approvals with the companies we work with. And the important thing about first day coverage is we don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know if we're going to live another 20 minutes or another 20 years. So we want to get coverage that's going to start right away. Nobody would buy a car that they couldn't drive for 2 years. Nobody would buy a house that they couldn't live in for 2 years. Why would you buy insurance that you can't use for 2 years? If you died of a health or medical reason in the next 2 years with the 2-year waiting period, they're not going to pay anything. They're just going to give you your premiums back plus a small percentage. And you want a death benefit. You want $20,000. You don't want your premiums back. Now, there are health questions with the first day coverage plans, but by and large, most people are going to qualify. Kind of the biggest reasons you wouldn't is if you had like a terminal illness and you're going to die within 12 to 24 months, or dementia or dialysis, or if you were in a nursing home or a hospital, something like that. Also, we get calls all the time from folks that say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. The body's down at the morgue. They didn't have insurance. We don't have money. We need to get some insurance really quick because the body's at the funeral home. And we have to let them know that, unfortunately, there's no insurance product available for somebody who's already died. And we just have to let them know that. So learn from their mistake. You really need to get this insurance actually before you need it. You can't wait until you passed away, unfortunately. Now, the 2-year waiting period plans, like Colonial Penn's one of the bigger ones out there. They advertise like crazy, that $9.95 plan. And Mutual of Omaha, United of Omaha is their product. That's a 2-year waiting period. AIG, Gerber, a whole bunch of them have 2-year waiting periods. They are not mandatory. If you're in good health, if you're just in reasonable health, even poor health in some cases, we can get you first day coverage. But Colonial Penn, they've got their $9.95. We always like to kind of address this one because, a lot of times people think they're going to get $20, $30, $40, $50,000 for $9.95 because those TV commercials are so enticing, and those commercials are on the TV all the time, aren't they? But $9.95, one unit's only going to buy $1,167 for a 60-year-old male. That is not going to pay for a cremation. That is certainly not going to pay for a burial. It's interesting marketing in that it gets people to call in, but does it really solve any problems for most people? Well, for most 60-year-old males, $1,167 isn't probably going to be quite what they were looking for. So let's find out, because we're looking at $20,000. Now, you can't actually buy $20,000 worth of insurance from Colonial Penn because they've got this unit system, and you end up with these really weird coverage amounts over here. And Colonial Penn actually limits how much insurance you can get too. So if we max out at 15 units, you can only get $17,505. Well, if you want $20,000, well, then you can't get it with this product through them. But let's take a look at what $20,000 would be with first day coverage with the companies that we work. So companies we work with, 20,000 male, age 60 right here. Let's hit the get quote. And again, this is, let's round it up, $150. That's easy math for me. So if we look right here, so this is actually $20,000 worth of insurance. Remember, Colonial Penn's only $17,505, $20,000, and it's actually $80 versus Colonial Penn's $149, $150. So that's 80, 20 gets us up to 100. So $70 more a month. It's seven. It took my breath away. $70 a month. So 7 times 12 that's $960 extra a year that you would be paying. $960. If you live another 10 years up to age 70, you'd be paying $9,600 roughly. $9,600 more than if you were to get a first day coverage plan. Why would you do that? Why would you overspend almost $10,000 when you don't need to? Let's take a look at a couple other companies here, some companies that advertise. And again, you can look through this whole quarter and see all the companies that are going to offer you coverage, and you're going to see the ones that don't for any number of reasons. Maybe they're not available in your state or that coverage amount, whatever that would be. But let's look at Lincoln Heritage. A good company. They offer first day coverage, expensive product though. They've got a deal where they will, when you pass away, they say they will call 2-3 different places to shop around and kind of save your family the hassle for doing that. Well, that's kind of nice that they do that, but you pay a premium for it. So 117, let's just round it up to 120. It's easy math for my head because I'm just doing this on the fly. 120, and this is 80. So you're spending $40 extra a month for them to do that. That's $480 a year. That's $4,800 more. $4,800 if you live another 10 years. So they're going to make 2 or 3 phone calls, and after 10 years, it's going to cost $4,800. That's pretty good pay for them. But we recommend you keep that money in your pocket. I think you could probably find something very fun to do with your family for $4,800, and they would have actually memories for the rest of their life versus giving that to an insurance company where the insurance company executive is going to have that fun with their family. So keep your money. Another couple of companies here like Lumico, we run into them a little bit. $86 right here. Roughly $6. 6 times 12 is 72. Yeah, if you get a different insurance company, basically you get 12 months for the price of 11. So why overpay? Why overpay when it's the same product? It's going to pay out when you die. And it really adds up over time as you continue living your life, especially if you're 10, 15, 20 years out there. So we just recommend you be smart, be a educated shopper. You can do so by checking out our website here and our videos. And you can do this shopping on your own. Again, in the comments section, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. Special YouTube quote where you can get quotes. Also, we'll have the videos for a 60-year-old male, and that's going to be for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. And you can always call us directly up here, 888-862-9456. We're licensed in all 50 states. And if you just want some help, just have some questions. If you want to call and get signed up for the rates that you got on our quoter, just reach out to us. We're here to help you whenever you're ready to do that. We look forward to being here to be a valuable resource, both now and for the rest of your life, for yourself and your family. Until that day comes, you take care. We look forward to meeting you in the future. Bye-bye.